Now, 7 overlords full of roaches and a doom drop here. Really don't think bratok will be able to defend against this. He does have a few marauders out, but not enough. He's getting pumping 3 more at the moment. Continuing to make SCVs. His saturating is natural now, though, so he's going to be kind of economically on par with noname. Noname is getting Spire, though I don't like that call because Thors are already out on the field, and if bratok keeps producing Thors, Meatos are going to be almost completely voided. But maybe he's going to get Corruptors and Broodlords. Who knows? Throwing out another hatchery to get a 3rd expansion. Noname as he drops. Good call there. Expanding as you attack. So bratok is going to come in and try to defend this. He does have some good positioning. The roaches are trapped behind these buildings. Very good positioning for the Terran player. Noname realizing he needs to retreat right now. Did spew creep momentarily. Did not let people rebuild. Very good positioning. One overlord goes down that did have some roaches in it. Not that effective a drop, but it did still hit a few buildings there. Keeping bratok back in his base. Not going to let him move out. Good call there by noname. His overlord's still running away. Like to see bratok get some Vikings to shoo away these overlords. Vikings very effective at popping overlords. Well, once they get speed, that the Vikings really good at defending against overlords. More hatchery going down. Banelings coming down. We have a sensor tower. There's a sensor tower. Very good call there by bratok. It's going to be over here. Going to alert him to when there's a doom drop coming in, like right now, when these 2 overlords are going to come in. We have SCVs just doing nothing for bratok. Maybe we're going to get sniped by these roaches. bratok at 94 supply. Noname at 109, so still pretty close. bratok, though, going to be 1 base down soon as this hatchery finishes. These roaches going to come in. Stim Marauder's going to go in. Maybe going to get a few roach snipes. They just take out that one. Did they get? They got 2 roaches, but I think 2 or 3 SCVs died, so probably a good trade there from noname. He's going to start out macroing his opponent once his next base gets up, as he still has a lot in his mind. bratok, or in his main, bratok kind of running low. We start having zerglings being pumped out for noname. Like that call, seeing as he's mostly going to be against marauders and Thors, both which very weak against zerglings. We have centrifugal hooks, so we're going to see the green marbles of death and acid for noname, aka banelings. But I just don't like calling them whatever anyone else calls them, so I made up my own name because I'm that cool. bratok still not thinking of securing another base since he's just now saturating his 2nd. Having a lot of SCVs die to the previous attacks. We have a bunch of banelings morphing in now. That's a lot of banelings. 11 banelings, 12, 20, 24 banelings. Not the best call, I'd say, against this marauder, as there are only 9 marines in this group, and that's what normally banelings are for. Maybe we're going to see a baneling drop, though. Oh, baneling bombing. Very good strategy from zerg. You basically take your overlords, and while you're in a huge fight against a ball like this, you let them get into a good positioning so they stay and fight, and then you move your overlords with them and unload your banelings, and the banelings explode as soon as they get unloaded, do huge splash damage to groups like this. bratok is a very tiny force to be moving out with this. Zerg player is huge force in comparison. A lot of banelings, a lot of zerglings. Would like to see bratok continue with his wall-in, play more defensively, try to maybe get this base 2 set up siege tanks around here, but this zerg drop has made bratok move around, and it looks like bratok can do a drop of his own. Maybe going to snipe this hatchery, but it's not the lair though, so he won't stop noname's tech. What will bratok do? Looks like he's macroing up a bit now, getting infantry weapons level 2. Gonna move in, will be able to take this. He got the spine crawlers out of position, but that's a lot of roaches and banelings, and centrifugal hooks is down. This Terran army completely destroyed. Was that just a diversion? He did land them, the marauders in the main. He is using them now, and we're gonna have another drop at the 3rd base, but noname smartly keeping roaches, zerglings, and the queen still by. This hatchery almost going down though to a previous drop. There's some kind of harass. Is main army gonna? Is this hatchery? 1 hatchery goes down. 2 hatcheries go down. Very good job there by bratok. Simultaneous drops to take down 2 hatcheries, completely annihilating noname's economy and keeping it on 1 base in a matter of minutes. He did sacrifice that whole army, but now he's on more bases than noname is, even though his main is getting mined. I would like to see him expand, secure this, and finally kill this overlord, who I think he is. No, I want to see this. He is seeing another one go up. Their expansion, and here we have the bigger army for bratok. Gonna maybe move out. There are more Mulus up, so these Thors will find pretty good use. There are a bunch right now, so Splash will be very useful. Sensor Tower not seeing anything. Well, he's seeing that overlord. bratok now moving out with a fairly anti-ground, anti-air army, though a Zergling strong would be pretty detrimental, but he can just load guys into this medevacs if he needs to. Looks like he's going to destroy these rocks before he moves out, so he can secure that base. More Thors coming out. Finally, some more Marines coming out. I guess Marines are better against the Zerglings than Marauders. We have 1 siege tank still sitting up here. Very strange call. Normally people get a few more than that for defense. Would like to see him position them better. These Mutilas, are they going to run right into the Thors? Mutilas are dead. These Mutilas are, a lot of them going to fall this splash. And more. Looks like they lost 2 Mutilas in just that short time over the Thors. Another one critically hurt. This Overlord getting shot out by that. Noname, though, desperately trying to secure some more hatcheries, getting the gold now, rebuilding his main. I wouldn't like rebuild his main, I'd rather like to see him rebuild this one, because it will have more money in it. Looks like bratok might be able to come back and take this from him after a huge economic disadvantage through And good Nexus Snipe, but oh, is noname going to get a surround up? That would not be good for bratok. Noname can get a surround with these Zerglings. Here we go. Will it happen, or will bratok stim right out? It looks like noname pulls out. Maybe he's going to try to get better positioning on the other side of this watchtower. bratok, the smart way, grabbing the watchtower, going to keep track on the Zerg forces. Zerg is slowly macroing up another army. bratok didn't push his economic advantage. He's still continuing drops on the high ground. Going to snipe some more drones. Good call here. bratok using his harassment to try to gain economic advantage. These Mutos going to come in though. Going to spell doom for this little party. Going to take out the medevac and other harassers. bratok securing the space too. Like to see noname make a push soon before bratok can get a planter fortress up here, which he is doing. noname to shut this one down. He does have a very big army at this point, sitting at 150. bratok sitting at 160 though. Where are all these troops? I think he's a lot more SCVs than drones. I don't know. He doesn't look that large, but it is 4 Thors. It's deceptively a lot of men. And these Mutos are going to fly right over them again, maybe? I mean, not good for these Mutos. They're going to get in, though, and there are no missile threats up in the main, so they might be able to snipe something. Looks like they're just going to take out a few Marauders. bratok going to probably pull his Thors towards the edge. They aren't going to be able to snipe the Mutos, so and this siege tank going to go down, too. These Thors do get a few shots. Oh, that's a lot of Mutalisks going down to those Javelin missile launchers. A huge splash. And it looks like bratok maybe going to push out now. Maybe not. We do have noname's pretty big force up. This base still going down fine for bratok. And here bratok goes. Will noname be able to defend this giant push with his huge army? bratok has a lot of Marauders here, though. Wonder how good these Banelings are going to be. Here we go. The giant battle going to come in now. Stimming up for bratok. He's going to push the Zerg back. Huge casualties going down, but great Zerg surrounded by noname. Looks like noname's going to take this through surround. Good spread out by the Mutalisks, too. These Marauders, though, being extremely resistant to all those Banelings earlier. These Marauders do kill Banelings pretty easily, and it looks like bratok's going to take this. Mutalisks going down, and Marauders killing the Roaches. Great job there by bratok getting the nice unit composition to destroy those Banelings. It looks like these Marauders are going to push forward, take out one of noname's last mining bases. Going to put noname on just one base now. It's not good for Zerg players. bratok continues to pump out more men, more upgrades, everything, and noname rages, leaves the game. Oh, what a great game there. Anywho, as my latest trend, I'm not going to speculate, talk about that. Very good game by both players. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and by that I mean don't flame in your comments, and by rate I mean rate me good so I get more views on YouTube. Anywho, I'm MD Starcraft, and I am out.